What is going on, y'all? Travis here, back with Season 1, Episode 2 of Arrow. Let's get into a shower.
Dad, where'd he come from? What's going on here? Get the chopper back now.
Oh, nope.
This guy.
Nope.
Whoa, please, wait.
Can't wait for Sid. I'll wait for Sid.
Marcus Redmond, you failed this city.
No, please don't.
Call your partner, tell him to give those pensioners back their money. Do it now.
Hey, he's like Robin Hood. Freaking Robin Hood. He's so fast.
Mr. Redmond claims refunding the Halcyon pension plan has always been his intent. But sources say Redmond was coerced by the vigilante.
This guy gets more airtime than the Kardashians.
5 years on an island. Still know who they are.
I'm catching up.
No, the city used to be different. People used to feel safe.
And they're
what's the
still,
matter?
I mean, what year did
Afraid
this
we're
come
gonna
out?
be next?
And the Kardashians
Do
are
you have any questions about
still
the declaration?
people that people
Just read
care
out a
about.
brief prepared statement to the judge, and then your death in absentia judgment will be voided.
I've been in a courtroom before.
4 times by my estimate. DUI, the assault on that paparazzi douchebag, stealing that taxi, and who could forget peeing on the cop?
I'd hang, but we're headed to court.
My best friend is getting legally resurrected. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
What about you?
I think the first 4 times of you in court was enough for me.
Fair enough.
This is Queen.
Wait, why is he
Car's
going
ready.
to court?
There was a storm. The boat went down. I was the only survivor. My father didn't make it. I almost died. I thought that I had, because I spent so many days on that life raft before I saw the island. When I reached it, I knew I was gonna have to live for both of us. In those 5 years, it was that one thought that kept me going.
Your Honor, we moved to vitiate the death in absentia aboard the Queen's Gambit 5 years
okay.
ago. We will not be requesting that the declaration of death for the petitioner's father, Robert Queen, be rescinded. The Queen family is only entitled to one miracle, I'm afraid.
Now on to the offices. Everyone is waiting to meet you there.
Mom, that was a little bit heavier than I was expecting it to be. Could we do that tomorrow, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
Last week, you couldn't wait to get to the company.
I wasn't exactly thinking straight.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
They were bringing me back from the dead, legally speaking. What are you doing here?
My job.
More like the DA's.
Hi, Oliver Queen.
Emily Nocenti. Oliver just got back from 5 years on an uncharted island. Before that, he was cheating on me with my sister. He was with her when she died. And last week, he told me to stay away from him. Excuse me.
It was nice to meet you.
Come on, buddy.
But you've been boinking her, and he don't know, or he does know. He overheard the combo.
I don't know what I've done to earn this witch hunt. I am an honest businessman, and I will fight to my last dime and breath. That's all I have to say.
Step back, everybody. Please. So what happened in there? All right, everybody step back. Man, I'll make you swallow that knife on the back.
Damn.
This happens to you a lot, doesn't it?
Just left him there.
How much is a life worth? A life of a man, a stevedore on the docks of the city in which we live. A father, a man with a daughter. Plaintiff will prove that Victor Nocenti learned that his boss, Martin Summer, was taking bribes from the Chinese triad to smuggle drugs into our city. Victor Nocenti threatened to tell the police Martin Summers had him killed. Mr. Summers is very well connected and has friends in the district attorney's office, which is why if Emily Nocenti is to get justice, then someone is gonna have to do it for them.
Yes. What a
Martin
beefcake.
Summers. It's no surprise his name is on my father's list. The city's police and DA can't stop him, or won't. Laurel thinks she's the only one willing to bring him to justice. She's wrong.
You, listen up. You shut this trial down. Do you understand me?
Ain't shutting shit down. Sorry about it. Sorry about it.
Martin Summers! You failed this city. You're gonna confess to having Victor Nocenti killed. There won't be a second warning.
Fuck around and find out.
I hired you to protect my son. Seems to me that the first requirement would be managing
Whatever
to
you
stay
say.
next to the man you're hired to protect.
Well, never had a client who didn't want my protection.
I hired you. That makes me the client. Now, where do you think my son is going on these chaperoneless excursions?
Ma'am, I truly do not know.
And he truly doesn't.
Then perhaps you'd like to share with me, where it is you run off to.
I've been alone for 5 years.
How old is
I
he?
know that swallow.
Mom. Alone.
I see.
I promised to introduce her if it ever gets to the exchanging first names stage.
No, I'd rather you promise to take Mr. Diggle with you on your next rendezvous. If you've already been abducted once, there is a maniac out there hunting the wealthy. I lost you once, and I am not going through that again.
Okay. Dig's my guy.
Thank you.
Hi, guy.
Sorry to give you so much grief.
Served 3 tours in Afghanistan, Mr. Queen. You don't even come close to my definition of grief. I tell you what, you ditch me one more time, no one will have to fire me.
That would be kind of
Where you going?
exhausting.
Somewhere loud and smoky. And don't bother trying to pickpocket my stash this time, because I'm gonna go get drunk instead.
Thea, do you think this is what Dad would want for you?
Dead people don't want anything. It's one of the benefits of being dead.
I was dead, and I wanted a lot.
Except for your family. You've been home a week, and all you do is avoid Mom, ignore Walter, and judge me.
I
Don't
wouldn't
wait
really
up.
consider Walter my family yet. Maybe one day,
Well, I owe you an apology.
but not right away.
We come all the way down to your docks, and it turns out you don't need the police after all.
Which is exactly what I've been saying.
So I guess that 911 call that we got last night saying that you were getting attacked by a guy in a green hood, I guess that, well, was that a practical joke?
These guys like to fool around.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'd be very much inclined to believe an honest, upstanding businessman like yourself. One of my men found this at your docks. There's this vigilante. He thinks he's some kind of Robin Hood. He's robbing the rich. I don't know. But the point is, the man's a killer. And nothing is gonna stop me from bringing him down. But like you said, clearly nothing happened here last night.
Isn't this a conflict of interest, Detective? After all, your daughter is suing me. You and your daughter don't want to find out what I am capable of.
I mean, that whole thing in general would be a conflict of interest, wouldn't it? Like, could a prosecutor work for the same city, the same district, whatever, as a detective? That just seems like it would always
As you can
be
see, Oliver, we've modernized quite a
a
bit.
conflict of interest. Right?
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, I am.
I remember when your father used to bring you here when you were a boy. You always were so excited.
Dad let me drink soda in the office.
So that's why you enjoyed coming.
We have been making impressive inroads in cutting-edge fields like biotech, clean energy.
That's neat. Excuse me, can I get a sparkling water
Don't
or
care.
something cold, please?
Sweetheart, Walter and I have something to discuss with you. Come, please sit.
Mom, it makes me nervous when you ask me to sit down.
The company's about to break ground on a new site, and we would like to honor your father by dedicating the building in his name.
Nice.
We'd like to make an announcement at the dedication. You will be taking a leadership position in the company.
No, I don't want to lead anything. Besides, Walter is doing a very good job here.
You said that you wanted to be a different person. You are Robert Queen's son.
I don't need to be reminded of that.
Well, obviously you do.
Everyone here understands that this transition is really difficult for you.
Thank you, Walter. Which part, though? Everyone fantasizing that I got my MBA while I was on the island? The fact that my father's CFO now sleeps down the hall from me.
You know, 5 years ago, your irresponsibility was somewhat charming. It is a lot less so now.
He just got back. Y'all are doing too much.
Driver will be here in a minute.
Okay.
Spent the first 27 years of my life in Sterling City and the next 5 in Afghanistan. You want to know what I learned?
There's no place like home?
No, just the opposite. Home is a battlefield. Back home, they're all trying to get you. Be somebody you're not sure you are anymore. Or I could be wrong. Maybe after 5 years alone, you're not as messed up in the head as you have every right to be.
Now you two can become buddies and connect with each other.
Hey! Hey, get away! Hey!
Dad.
Hey! Hey! Away from him!
We anticipate that Summer's attorney will try and paint you as looking to make a buck.
This isn't about the money. I just want justice for my father. My father has been the only family I've ever known, and they slit his throat. They are going to have to kill me if they want me to give this up.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
And it won't.
What's going on?
What's going on is that the 3 of you are getting round-the-clock police protection. No arguments.
I'm a lawyer. I live to argue.
I'm your father. I live to keep you safe.
Protective custody? I seem to recall you trying that once I discovered boys.
She's not.
This isn't a joke, Laurel. Martin Summers got attacked last night.
By who?
Doesn't matter. You have whipped up a storm with these guys, and until the dust settles, you'll be protected, okay? End of discussion.
That might have worked when I was 8, but it's not gonna work anymore.
End of discussion,
She's
Laurel.
hot.
I'm
I
doing
think
your
I'm
job,
in
that's
love.
great, but this is me doing mine, okay? These people, they are more dangerous than you are willing to admit. and you've made them angry.
Lady
Thank you
Gaga?
for coming.
Anything for a friend.
We're not friends. You smuggle drugs, I let you use my port. I don't get paid enough to have arrows shot at me. He's a bigger threat to your operation than Nocenti ever was.
Nocenti's daughter who's the problem. We know where to find her.
You take out Emily Nocenti and Laurel Lance will never let this go.
Then we kill Miss Lance.
Client has no intention of testifying.
Wait, how did you get those?
Don't you knock?
Oliver, what happened to you out there?
I don't want to talk about it.
Of course you don't. You never want to talk to me about anything except for my social life.
Wait. Where are you going?
Why should I tell you?
I'm sorry, Thea. I need to get better at talking about what happened to me there, but I'm not ready yet. Okay?
Do you have a second?
What's on her shirt? A chocolatey Claire?
I want to show you something out back. Sometimes when I felt whatever, I'd come here. About a month after the funerals, Mom stopped going out. Pretty soon she stopped talking altogether. The house got so quiet, so I'd come here to talk to you. I mean, stupid stuff, like what I was doing that day, what boy I had a crush on.
He's only supposed to be 27.
Beg you to find your way home to me. Now here you are. And the truth is, I felt closer to you when you were dead. Look, I know it was hell where you were, but it was hell here too. You gotta let me in, Ollie. You gotta let someone in.
At this point, how long's it been since he's been back? Shit takes time, people. It takes time sometimes. Okay?
Hey, are you okay? There are 2 cop cars outside.
How am I supposed to stay away from you if you won't stay away from me?
Fair.
What are you doing here, Ollie?
Good question.
My sister took what she pointed out to me that I have been distant since I got back, and it would probably be a good idea if I let somebody in.
So you thought you'd start with the first person you pushed away?
I did that to protect you, and then I saw you yesterday, and I realized that I hurt you. Thank you.
Nice place.
This place hasn't changed in 5 years.
I haven't really had time to redecorate.
I'm a jerk. Before the island, I was a jerk, and now I'm a damaged jerk.
What's in the bag?
I thought about many things on the island. There was one thing that I thought about every day. I promised myself that if I ever got a chance to do it again, I'd do it with you. Eat ice cream. This is as good as I remember. My mother wants me to join the company.
I'm just thinking
Take
of
my rightful place.
how you would feel after eating all that dairy, after not having it for 5 years.
Master of the universe.
After 5 years, I have plans. I have things that I have to do. I can't do that if I'm attending board meetings and stockholder briefings.
Oliver, you're an adult. You can say no.
Oh, I tried. Didn't take.
Well, then don't tell her. Show her. Be the person that you want her to see you as. Trust me, I have plenty of experience with disapproving parents.
I have been on the receiving end of your father's disapproval.
He blames himself more than he blames you. He thinks that, maybe if he and Sarah were closer, she would have told him about the boat trip, and he could have stopped her from going with you.
I am sorry.
You apologized
Yeah, but it
already.
was all probably a setup by someone that we don't really know.
And it'll never be enough.
There's probably more to it than it just being a fucking storm.
Did you hear that?
I'm assuming.
There's someone in the fire escape.
Oh, y'all going for the assassination while he's there?
Hey, come on.
Bad news. Bad idea. Oh. Come on, Big. Come on.
Are you hurt?
No.
Are you hurt, Mr.
No.
Queen? This is why it's a good idea to have a bodyguard.
I dig him. Get it. Get it. Get it. Now she has a reason to redecorate.
Daddy.
Thank God, are you all right?
I'm okay. Those cops that you put on me.
They.
I went outside to ask for a light, and they were both dead in the squad car.
Mr. Diggle, thank you. Feel free to run as many red lights in the city as you want. Your job is protecting him. It seems like whenever you're with one of my daughters, people die. You stay away from Laurel, or I swear the next time you disappear, it will be permanent.
Dad.
Well, the only reason why she's alive is because he was there. So,
Yeah. Laurel.
Asian Lady Gaga would have got her.
Thank you, but I don't think that'd cover
I
it.
was just doing my job. Besides, I think it should be you that I'm thanking.
What for?
The knife.
The knife. I got lucky.
That was a kitchen knife. It wasn't even weighted properly, yet you threw it for accuracy across a 10-foot room.
I got lucky.
I'm not the kind of man you want to take for a fool, Mr. Queen. You understand me?
Yes.
And I think I'm just beginning to understand the kind of man you are.
Shouldn't take you very long. I'm shallow. and very tired, so.
And very attractive.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
I wanted to give Martin Summers the chance to confess and face a court's justice, but he chose to go after someone I care about instead. He's still going to face justice. It'll just be a different kind.
What kind will it be?
Triad bitch screwed up the hit on Lance. Now the Triad is gonna erase every ounce of evidence of the smuggling operation, including me. Tell Wallace to get the boat ready. I'm leaving tonight.
Wallace, you copy? Wallace.
Wallace isn't here, but I am.
We need to move now.
Sir, we got 6 men up there.
That's not enough. Move it.
You're gonna recuse yourself from this case, all right? Or drop.
If you think I'm gonna abandon Emily Nocenti, then you don't know me all that well.
I will lock you in a cell if that's what it takes.
I guess that's what it's gonna take then.
Damn it, Laurel! I thought after what happened with Sarah, to stop being just so reckless.
It's just the opposite. I'm trying to make this city safer just like you.
You're all I have left to live for.
What you want from me isn't living. My job is to use the law to fight for what is right. Just like you taught me.
Well, that's dirty, using me against me. Can't do that.
Maybe I picked that up along the way, too.
Lights.
Sir, we got a report from the wharf side.
Right there. I gotta go, because something's going on at the docks.
I can't wait for y'all to tell me if he really did his own stunts or not. I'm hoping he did. Summers!
No, God, no!
He can't help you.
I want the truth about Victor Nocenti!
The Triad will kill me.
The voice.
All right. It wasn't me that killed him. It was the Triad.
Acting on whose instructions?
All right. It was mine, all right. He was gonna testify against me.
Ty, you an idiot.
Yo, man, she can.
Snatch her wig off, blind her with it. Snatch it off, tie it around her eyeballs. Then she can't see.
Police, drop your weapons. You are surrounded. Come out with your hands up. Freeze!
The music is kind of fire.
You twitch, and you're dead. Bow down, hands up.
Not today.
It was mine, all right. Nocenti said he was gonna testify against me.
Son of a bitch.
Just
Laura
let him
was
help
right.
y'all out, bro. Y'all need the help. I don't know why the
I
police,
can't
when
be the
these
Oliver my mother
these
wants me to be and still keep the
heroes
promise
come
I made
around,
to
they
my
get
father.
mad. Like,
I have to be the person I need them to see me as.
y'all aren't doing a good job.
Okay, this is a surprise. Show up here by mistake?
By invitation. Oliver invited me last night.
Last night?
Is that surprise or jealousy I'm hearing?
I just don't want him to find out anything, okay? Oliver has been through a lot.
We've all been through a lot.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the future site of the Robert Queen Memorial Applied Science Center. Now, this is a building that will stand as a monument to the man whose company are his greatest legacies.
Whoa, what about me? I'm a legacy. Thanks for warming him up, Walt. All right. Oh, fine. Shut. Whoa. Oh. Some of you may not know me. My name is Oliver Queen. Watch some television, read a newspaper. I'm kind of famous right now. I'm famous because I'm Robert Queen's son. But as Walter, so my new dad, as Walter was saying, I'm not much of a legacy. And,
Oliver, you don't have to do this.
Sit! Gosh. See, I was supposed to come here today, and I'm supposed to take my rightful place at the company. Prodigal son returns home, becomes the heir apparent. But I'm not my father. I'm not half the man he was. I never will be. So, please, stop asking me to be.
Kind of makes sense to me.
Martin Summers,
I
the
feel you, bro.
CEO of Starling Port, was arrested last night for the murder of Victor Nocenti.
He's going to jail, Emily, for the rest of his life.
Oh, so
Well,
they're
thank you
civil
for being brave
attorneys,
enough
not
to let me.
prosecutors. But I still feel like it's kind of like a conflict of interest if your fucking dad works for the police.
Hey,
I thought I didn't need police protection anymore.
I thought I didn't need a reason to see my own daughter.
You look tired.
Just filling out reports on the shootout at the port last night and getting grilled about how I let that Archer get away.
I'm kind of glad he did. He brought down Martin Summers.
He is no hero. He is an anarchist.
Yeah, well, whoever he is, Seems like he's trying to help.
It's like
Yeah,
I always
it
told you, you don't need
seems
to go
like-
outside the law to find justice. No,
Seems
I
like
believe that.
you do.
And I promise you, when I catch this guy, he's gonna believe it too.
Kind of like Batman light. Batman adjacent. Batman-esque. What is that, a volcano? But it was blank.
Well, you saw for yourself. My son knows nothing. I mean, Robert didn't tell him anything that could hurt us. He has no idea that the yacht was sabotaged.
I knew it! Who that? Who that? We got the symbol. Who's behind the symbol? No spoilers.
All that time on the island plotting my return, I didn't realize how hard it would be to reconnect with Mom, Thea, Laurel.
It'll
I
take
didn't-
time. Takes time, bro.
I didn't know how painful it would be to keep my secrets. You asked me to save the city, to
Takes
right
a
your
little bit
wrongs.
of time, bro.
I will. I swear. But to do that, I can't be the Oliver that everyone wants me to be. Sometimes, to honor your wishes, I need to dishonor your memory. I'm sorry. Take it down.
We'll be going out tonight, sir?
Definitely.
So he knows. Dig knows what's up, right? Like, he knows. You buried him? I thought you were about to toss his ass in a volcano. Ow. That looks like it could maybe get infected or something, bro. That didn't look very clean. You know what I mean? I'm making rhymes. I am really digging this, man. This seems to be easily watchable. Very attractive people in it. I do like the pacing. I do think the episodes they go by pretty well. I'm digging it. I am digging it. I'm interested to see. So basically he like learned this from them eventually, you know, on the island, I guess, right? Like during that 5 years. I hope that we explore more and more of that. I'm assuming we're going to keep getting like flashbacks and a little bit more explanation as it goes. But yeah, how exciting. I love starting a new show that I know absolutely nothing about. Let me know what y'all thought about this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.